Poodle fam, here we go. It's Wednesday, and we are ready for our weekly poodle therapy. Oh boy, I've got one for you today. So we have an interesting one, but I'm gonna back up. Okay, so I do a little bit of research. I try to do research for these shows. I don't always wing it. I often wing it, but I don't always wing it. And so I did a little bit of research. We're going to talk about roadmaps and the importance of roadmap. Obviously, the Poodle roadmap, what it means, how you should understand it, how you should think about a roadmap, and really what it means for a token. Okay, that's really what we're going to look at, what we're going to talk about today. Now. All right, in doing research, in finding roadmaps. So I was going to I started going I went onto Facebook and I went into some shitcoins group and just said, all right, let me just find a bunch of tokens. I'm just going to click whatever contract. And I'm going to go to their thing and find their website. And all right, you ready for this? Just in things that were posted in the last 3 days worth. So I just started at the top and started clicking them. I could not find a single token that had not yet been rugged. Like every single token that was shilled was rugged. Every one of them. And that is so interesting because as we celebrate our 1 year anniversary coming up this month, not even coming up, we're in it. This month, our 1 year anniversary, we have, fought the FUD. We have continued the fight. We have continued to grow this token. And then to see just how people are still trying to find and they holding on to that hope of, if I just invest in this one token, that I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be a millionaire in a day. And it's so sad to see how people are still getting taken by that. Every day, people are getting taken by it. And I actually didn't intend to speak about this on this episode, but I have to. All right, I found one. And I'm not going to bring it up, but because I don't want someone to take this out of context and go put money in there. But this token was started, so it looks like they started their contract just 3 weeks ago. So when they kind of got the contract started, and from there they started with 4 zeros and a 1. Yeah, 4 zeros and 1. And in out here, about 24 hours, the value went up to 2 zeros and a 2. Okay. Look at that. How much money just went into that one token? I'm trying to find with their market cap and what's interesting is the people actually locked $50,000 in locked liquidity. They put $50,000 into locked liquidity on this token. But if you look at how many BNBs worth, within that day, 600 BNB. So how much money are they making off within that amount? Anyway, and then within 24 hours later, it dropped down to 4 zeros and a 6. And then right after it rugged, people started putting more money back in. As if someone thought, oh my God, this is my opportunity to buy low. And I'm sure there was a second shill that went on in order to try to get people, oh my gosh, no, it's not really a rug, just, whale is what they say, right? Oh, the whales took their money. No, the whales don't take the money. Whales invest, okay? And so now they go back into it For about 3 days longer, it climbed back up. It almost lost to zero, not quite. And then the people re-rugged it. So it was like uneducated investors or those just hoping for the next million thought, gave them a tip. It's like, here, you already stole my money, so let me tip you on top of it. And it was really sad. And I'm just using this one example as this is what I found when trying to do research on roadmaps. I just kept finding this over and over and over again. And this is where I want to say, when we talk about roadmaps, it's important to recognize that early on, scammers learned how to play the game. Okay, locked liquidity is an important thing. I don't want to downplay locked liquidity, okay, at all. Let's be important to say, let's not do that. You want to do it, right? I mean, first off, if someone's telling you shill something and they didn't lock liquidity, well, then that automatically is a red flag. But do you realize this person, whoever did this token, did the math? They probably rugged for hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million or something along those lines on the last token. And they go, all right, fine. I'll throw $50,000 into locked liquidity to make this token look like it works. And of course, guess what happens? So I even follow the, there were 24,000, there were 5,800 addresses, 24,000 transfers. If you now go to their website, can you guess that I got a 404 error? Of course I did. And that's exactly what happens, is that I couldn't even find their quote-unquote roadmap without doing some more searching, because they understand how to play off of your fears, right? We throw around FOMO, fear of missing out, but they know how to play the game, and they know how to play the emotional game. And that's what bothers me. And it bothers me a lot. And so that was just one example. And I found a bunch. I mean, I just found a ton. Literally every single one of the tokens. I could not find one that still exists as far as it was not rugged in some form or another. So what does that mean? What does that mean in context of roadmaps and understanding a roadmap? I want to give some shout out. It's not necessarily, I don't think we've put it on main yet. But we got Space Dogs out there redoing our roadmap, redoing the website. It's going to be really, really awesome. And getting us our new roadmap out there. And he's doing it really unique. And that's why I wanted to bring this up. And again, not putting it out there. Maybe it will. Maybe should I tweet it? Maybe I should tweet it. All right. I won't. Because I know it's good. Some of the numbers it's for visual purposes only at the moment. No, but here's the thing. When we look back at March, April of 2021, when all of the new tokens were launching, right? And the big BSC hit and all of this, and everybody was talking about, what is your next coin? What is this? What are all the things that are going to make us special? And they all put out roadmaps, right? Because you would, right? If you're an investor, you're supposed to, do your own research. You're supposed to see what the token is looking to do. And they all had the exact same thing. So I got a few of them up here, and I'm going to read off what every token does. We are going to launch a fair launch, of course. Let's pretend that the owners and the contract didn't already give trillions of tokens to the people who did it. But we'll pretend it's fair, right? And they're going to launch a website. So wait a minute. You don't even have a website, and you're creating a Q1 roadmap saying you're going to create a website. Okay, well, sure. Then they're going to get BSC scan verification. They're going to get on CoinGecko. They're going to get on CoinMarketCap. Again, all important. And then they're going to launch part of their token, and they're going to have this, and then they're going to do AMA, because let's make sure we can, you invest in something just because they do an AMA. And then from the AMA, they're going to do influencer marketing. All right. Because let's throw money at, at long necks and things like that, and Instagram people, right? That's what we did actually early on. And then we're going to, and that's basically right where you go. And then then early on, we didn't have the launch NFTs. Now that's appearing on all of them. Get audited, make sure we lock our liquid, all of that stuff happens. And it's important, right? But that's what you saw on every single one. And what makes that any different? Okay. Honestly, if you have a token, right, or you're an investor, is getting listed on PancakeSwap on a roadmap a reason you should say, I'm going to invest? I mean, they got to be on PancakeSwap so you can buy the damn thing. I mean, what does that appear on a roadmap for? And what you start to see is that people who want to make their own portfolio grow know the things that you're looking for. They know that you need to see the check boxes. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? You want to show people that you've gone through all those things. You've done all the right marketing. You've put all of the pieces together. You've done all that, right? I mean, and that's fine. And every new token had to do that. And it was like a race to who's going to get on which exchange first. And I left off the exchange listings, and then we're going to do that type of stuff, and everyone's got to have whichever, we're going to be on a top 10 exchange. Okay. Which Poodle is, right? We're on a top 10 exchange. And they start saying all of that. And then you start looking further down the road, and you start seeing where they're going to start spending your money. And that's where I think it becomes important. Don't look at what they say they're going to do, but look at where they are going to spend. Now, are they spending on marketing? Are they spending on developing new technologies? Are they investing in their own company? I think that's one of the things that we overlook. As you all know, I come from a business development background, and so I actually don't care as much as when someone tells me what they're gonna do, because a lot of things are out of our control, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But what I will do is I will look and see, have you delivered on the promises you're gonna say, right? Have you actually delivered on what you're gonna say? And this is the problem with the current way we've done roadmaps. And I'm really stoked about the way this token and this team is looking at this now moving forward. A roadmap is only as good as the number you put down, right? If you don't make it, you just move it from Q1 to Q2. Or you miss this, you miss it in Q2, and we move it to Q3. But what you want to do is you want to be able to look and see, is there progress? Let's look at Poodle, for example, our NFTs. We were looking to launch our 3D NFTs, I think Q4, right? And it officially launched or Q4 2021. I think it officially launched like week 1 of 2022, a week later. Does it really matter in the long run? Not at all. It actually makes no difference at all. Okay. But what happens is that people put faith in what you say you're going to deliver. And that's where a roadmap is important. A roadmap is a way of judging the integrity of the team running it. In this world where you see, obviously we have a doxed group here with Poodle, and a lot of our people are out there public. A lot of our holders are public. But in a world where there isn't a lot of doxing going on, where the idea of DeFi is that you are anonymous, how can you trust somebody? You trust them by looking at what they said they were going to do. They did. Now, here's the hard part. Is there communication along the way? If, we look at like the special things we're doing with our NFTs, if you look at marketing, you're looking at certain deliverables. Well, this is also a new and changing world, right? I've actually always had a problem when someone says, well, here's what we're going to do Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And the reason I have a problem with that is, can you really judge where you're going to be in 3 quarters from now? You can't. Because if you have great success, you're going to move faster, or you're going to find that the entire world is going to change. Could we have seen the big boom in NFTs when we were talking about this in Q1, Q2 of last year? We couldn't, right? So we adapted our roadmap to go where the crypto world is going. And that's okay. Right? The idea of a token, and to not be one of the 10 that I clicked that all rugged, and to be the one that's still here a year later, is because we can adapt and change and look at the way our society is moving. A few months ago, actually, it was probably about episode 20-ish. I can't believe I'm on 45 in a row. We were talking. It's when we kind of first learned, 3% of the world does crypto. Well, a new study came out, an article, and I can't remember who had it. It was one of the major newspapers, said that after people have been working on their taxes, they've realized that 50% of income earning people in the United States invested in crypto last year. Now, granted, we're not, if you look globally, the percentage is going to drop a lot because you got third world countries, but 50% of income earning individuals invested in going to surpass my age. Thanks. It will soon. 50% invested in a cryptocurrency last year. This was a big boom with Robinhood and Coinbase, Kraken, right? All of those that you could now see of exactly what where the trends are, right? And so what we want to do is, I'm sorry, I'm also watching the chat here. So Sasha, I'm going to get into it with you. No, is be able to understand how you're actually moving toward, right? People who are now investing, let's say 50% of the income earning professionals or individuals in the United States now have some cryptocurrency, likely Bitcoin and Ethereum, in a digital wallet. This means that customers are coming to us. There are people who have a wallet, now whether we have to teach them how to get a DeFi wallet, all that stuff, who have digital currency at this moment. 50% of the U.S. Okay, that is about 100 million plus people. Okay, probably even closer to 150 million or whatever it is. Just the United States. That's huge. So what does that mean? That means that when we have our roadmap, we need to be able to deliver, right? People now with money who are saying, where should I invest? They've heard about the meme coin things. Some of it got a bad rap. Why does it get a bad rap? I just clicked 10 rug pulls. Okay? That's going to give you a bad rap. Because we're in a world where there are scammers, that will give you a bad rap. But those of us who are here and legit can fight that. And we fight it with a roadmap. A roadmap that says, here's where we're going to go. Now, I actually, as I already said, and this might be a place of disagreement with some people. That's okay. You guys are allowed to be wrong, and I'm right. We know. You want to have a vision And you want to have a direction, but you also have to be flexible. We have to be fast, fluid, flexible, right? That's how we keep up. I spoke last week about as I've gotten more into meeting people in the NFT space, I have learned how they look at this. They treat NFTs in a way like trading cards more than investments. Now, is it an investment? Is it to make money? Yes. But they see a trading card aspect to it and a collectibles aspect. Well, what does that mean? That means that's a community of something. It's an action. And it's kind of what we are good at. We're a strong community. And we want to be here and start to understand where things are moving, where the communities are going, where are people going to. And let's be honest, a lot of the new investors also don't trust NFTs. They wonder why people are paying millions of dollars for a JPEG, right? When we see new investors, how are we going to let them know that there's trust? Well, first off, we're here. And when you have your roadmap that is simply checking boxes, to me, that's not a roadmap. I get it if you're a new token. I get it if you are trying to build, your brand. You do have to show to your new investors, I'm doing this, then we're going to do this next, then we're going to do this next. And that's fine. But there should be a certain level of understanding. You need to be on CoinMarketCap. You need to be on CoinGecko. You need to be able to trade on PancakeSwap. Those are not the things you put in a roadmap. Do you know what you put in a roadmap? We are going to change the NFT world. We are going to change gaming. We are going to use our token to be able to commoditize it, to be able to use it in real life, to be able to buy product. We have today coming up another spaces where you're going to be able to hear, or a Telegram chat where you're going to be able to hear us talk about Poodle swag, right? And utilizing ways that your investment can make you more money, right? We are all here to continue moving as a community together. To me, the crypto world's a lonely world. We can have a roadmap, but I'll tell you, the roadmap is a lot more fun when it's a big old VW bus of a bunch of us crammed in doing the game together, rather than having to walk that road alone. And this is where my call is going to go out to you, the Poodle community. We are at a turning point in this token. We see a bull market coming. How do we know? Because of the recent volatility, and that's exactly what you want to see in a market that is about to burst. As interest rates and inflation goes up, people are going to invest in where they think that they have a leverage up in the future, and I think the numbers have shown that. And now we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to stand up and say we are bridging the crypto world and being able to put a stake down going, this is where it's going, and we are moving with it. We're both moving with the direction of crypto, and we are pushing the way. We're going to be both leaders and followers at the same time. We're going to incorporate everything that goes on in the crypto space while doing it better than anybody else. Let's take, for example, these 10 rugs I just found. How much have they moved the crypto space forward? The only thing that they moved forward was their own bank accounts at your expense. They didn't do anything to actually help the future, help their charities. Like, I didn't even say, first charity donation. That's always on there. Well, we actually do our charity donations. You see it. We post it. We tweet it. We have real lives being changed because of our investors. And is that a roadmap thing? It is a roadmap thing. Because I always believed, and you who listen every week, know that I would never be involved in something that didn't do a greater good beyond myself. I just couldn't. I wouldn't feel right at it. I always say I am probably the worst admin that this token could have. So, out of 4, I can come in 4th. It's not a podium, but it's okay. I can put the ribbons around everybody else. But the reason I say that, one, I probably should do more too. But that said, we are a token that makes changes, that changes the world. And we already have. We have seen so much where people look at us and they see exactly what we're doing, and they go, I know you. I love this token. I love what you're doing. But then there's a but. And here's where our roadmap is going to be important, everybody. I often see people come on and go, we are going to moon. We are going to do it. This is our year. And we all believe it. But we can't do it without you. We need our community to come together, because the one thing I never see on a roadmap, how about what we're about to do? We're going to throw a birthday party. We're having a birthday month. We're going to celebrate the goodness we've done. To me, that's a roadmap. That's where you put a stake in the ground and you say, we've made it. We've survived, and we are here to make change. Never seen a roadmap that has a birthday party on it, and that's exactly what we're spending this month doing. And I think that's what's important. That's exactly where people are going to say, you know what? They are proud of this token, because we all are. We love this token. We love everything about it. We love the possibilities behind it. Now, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot to do to keep us moving forward, because the crypto world is changing. If we look at the top 10 meme coins, altcoins out there, they have done things that we are working on, but we're not there yet. But we're getting there. But if you look at the ones that aren't us, right? Like the ones that have failed, they've done nothing near us. All right, so let me try to put that again. The top few have done all the things that we need to do, and that we're working on. And in fact, we have some unique things too. Very unique things still to come that I can't share. I won't share, but I'll just say that. You might find it on a future roadmap when it's done. See what I did there? But those who cannot and have not survived have done nothing compared to what we have. So what I challenge you to is, do you see people out doing stuff every day for that token? Do you see the shill team out there keeping us up? That's how you know what a roadmap is. I actually don't care what you wanted to survive. And here's where we'll disagree, even as I actually don't care if we wanted to just stay a meme coin like Doge. I don't care if we wanted to turn ourselves into an NFT type of token. I wouldn't care if we wanted to define ourselves as just a bridging token. I wouldn't care if we wanted to define ourselves as a payments token. I actually don't care what our brand is. What I care about is that we're a community in this together. And we're a community that survives. And it's not even that we do one thing, we do everything. And that's what we're going to start to see. Because if we understand blockchain, and we understand metaverse, and we understand the direction that the blockchain is going in, is it's not a one or, it's an all of the above. The true tokens and that will survive are ones that can play in multiple sandboxes. The ones that can work as a payments. They can work as an investment. They can work as a digital art, right? It's an and situation. Those are the ones that are going to survive. And that's exactly what we keep working on. So as I start to close up, what was the point of this? I didn't share the roadmap. But what I did want you to understand is that, as the title says, the fine line, a roadmap to nowhere or a roadmap to success. I'm going to challenge you that if you are looking for investments or you see a new investment, if the only thing they have on there is everything it takes just to take your money, that's a roadmap to nowhere. If it's we're going to get listed here, we're going to do this, we're going to create a website, we're going to lock blah, blah, blah. If all their roadmap is to get you to give them all the steps they need to do in order to you to give money, then that is a roadmap to nowhere. It's a roadmap to a rug pull. A roadmap to success is where a community comes together and guides it together. Brings me to my last point. We have a community voting going on. We've always cherished the fact that we're a community token. We're discussing how tokenomics should work. We're discussing, how we should, position ourselves. We always have these conversations. That allows us to be flexible. It allows us to move as we need to move. It allows us to define our identity. And we need to do that. And I think that as we start to figure out what our roadmap is, we have to look both down the road, but right in front of us. Where are things going? How can we do the best for our community today? But how can we make sure that we're always moving in a direction the crypto blockchain world is moving? Right? We always want to keep looking forward, day in, day out. And this is the thing. We are moving so fast. The crypto world, the blockchain world is so fast moving. And this is just where I start to sort of, it's great why I don't trust a roadmap that has 4 quarters ahead. I like it if you keep it general, but I just know that if that's all you're going to focus on, you're not going to be able to take advantage of short-term gains that could be in front of you. And you might lose sight of where you have to adjust your track. So we still want to have long-term goals. You want to look at where we want to be and what we want to change. Because, again, doing things that have never been done before, like our 3D art, our 3D NFTs, are unique. They take time. But that said, 2D NFTs don't take as much time, and they're the direction that NFT world is kind of focusing on at the moment. So rather than being an either or, we can be a both and. We can keep moving in the direction we need to move in. And that's what's awesome about Poodle, is seeing that. I hear a lot about, how we got to keep updating the roadmap. Now, what we need to keep doing is we need to keep updating our community. We need to keep pushing our community. We need an active community, because with an active community, the roadmap happens easy. With people getting out there and saying, I can contribute in this way. I can contribute it in this way. I can invest here. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to wear my poodle shirt today out somewhere. I'm going to get a picture of my poodle out on the beach. Doing all of those things, that's a roadmap. The strongest communities are their own roadmaps. Look at every token that is surviving and thriving. They have the strong community behind them. And we love our community, and we know we have a great community, and we will be able to go so far beyond anybody else and anything anybody else can. We already are. We're already showing it. We already have seen how we can change completely the entire crypto space. We are on the path to doing it, and we know we will be really one of the next to moon at this next bull run. We know it. Everyone knows it. The big people watching know it. So that being said, I think I'm losing my my internet. I'm seeing red go up and down. I thought I had this fixed, but I don't know. All right. So that said, everybody, we will see you next week. And hopefully you enjoyed this. A little bit about a roadmap, a little bit for new people here to how to pay attention to a roadmap. Don't get fooled by a roadmap. Look at the community behind it. Look at the things that they're doing. Are they matching the direction of where crypto is going? Also, I actually left out one. Oh my God, I was going to try to end the show, but I can't end the show because I almost forgot the most important thing: partnerships. Do you know what you rarely see on a roadmap is partnerships? That was a research I was doing. And yet, if you look at us, you look at our token, we love our partnerships. We are stronger, not even as our own community, but as we join our community with other communities. We are stronger. Look, we've made partnerships with our exchange partners, right? You've seen that. We have our exchange partnerships. We make partnerships with our charities. We make partnerships with other tokens. Have you been to our game nights? Have you been to our trivia nights where we have teamed up and we realize that we are stronger as, I'm going to call it a union of tokens, right? Completely different communities that now have gotten together to be able to be successful. If you're a pump and dump or you're there just to take someone's money, I guarantee you're not going to take time to make relationships and partnerships with other tokens. But it's what we do. We spend that time. That's a roadmap, because a roadmap is only as good as your token will survive. I don't care what I can sit there and we can rewrite it and we can say what we want to do in 4 years, but it won't matter if you don't survive tomorrow. And that's what you want to look for. And that's where our strength is. Our strength is in our community and the community of communities that we have really grown attachment to as we've gotten into the NFT world, as we've gotten into connections with good exchanges, as we've started getting more press out there about us, as we now build these relationships with other token partners, right? And other people who are out there with the same, guiding principles of us. If we just want good people to have good, safe investments, that's how we moon. That's our strength. We have got this. Thank you, everybody. That's the note that I'm going to go ahead and end the show on. You all have a great week. See you, Poodle fam.